Hey guys, I'm Dardi.B and welcome to my channel Incipher. This is a place where I offer guidance and support through the occult art of tarot and oracle card reading. I am a clairaudient, clairsentient and clairvoyant psychic, which means I interpret messages from spirit through hearing, feeling and seeing. If you have stumbled onto this video, please know that you have been divinely guided here to receive messages and insights that are specific to you and that you are needing to hear. No matter what time that you are seeing this video, whether it was posted 1 day ago or 1 year ago, it will remain relevant to you along your journey. I am so excited to get into this pick a card reading today. Now, if you know how pick a card readings work, then feel free to jump ahead to the timestamps below in the description. In this reading today, we will be focusing on what is coming to you in the next 7 days. So super exciting, can't wait. Before you go ahead though, all decks and music and equipment from today's video will be listed below in the description box along with my social links if you do wish to get in touch. If you're new to pick a card readings, then what you want to do is close your eyes, stop thinking about other things, really clear your mind and just allow a number from 1, 2 or 3 to pop into your mind. Whatever number pops into your mind will correlate to these piles, and that is how we'll tell which reading is for you. Sometimes asking your guides specifically for a little prompt into which reading is for you is always a good way to try and find which one resonates for you. Some people do like to watch all the piles and then just take what resonates that way. So whatever way works best for you, go ahead and do that now. So with all of that said, let's get into the reading and let's see what's coming for you in the next 7 days. Hello my power ones, so this is your reading. So we got the High Priestess, which is a major arcana. We've got the Four of Pentacles reversed and the Strength card. So in the next 7 days, I'm definitely sensing some big things going on. Some big lessons, maybe some big changes, or you're already on that journey and it's continuing this next 7 days. So let's start off here with the High Priestess. So this card is really telling me that you're moving into perhaps a deeper understanding of your inner world and your intuition, because the High Priestess is that deep sense of knowing that you sometimes don't really know where it comes from. She represents all that information behind the veil. So there is like this hidden element here and this hidden information. This can also suggest some occult study and things like that, but I don't think that's super relevant for this reading. This is telling me that some exploration and some asking of the self. So asking yourself the questions of what you don't know that will help you find the answers that you seek. So I always connect this card with intuition. It's strongly intuition. So always actually realizing that this part of yourself is something that you can use as a guiding force, as a guiding light, and can actually bring to you answers that you truly seek, you know. So if there is something in your life, and perhaps it is to do around finances because of the next card in reverse, so actually asking yourself those hard questions, or those questions that you really seem to struggle finding the answer to. For example, like maybe you want to know why you can't seem to save more than $200 or something. Maybe you're wanting to start stepping into more financial success, and that's actually, you're finding that you just can't seem to break through this kind of ceiling that you've hit. So if we do, let's move into the reverse card. So the reversed Four of Pentacles. So in the upright position, I mean, this is a king that is sitting on his throne, but he's like holding his coins super tight, you know, he's like holding them all and not letting any flow. So this card can sometimes be that yes, you are financially secure, but you're not open to the flow of exchange of money. You're more focused on security and actually holding on to money, maybe a little bit too tightly, where it becomes stagnant energy. Okay. In the reverse position, it can mean a couple different things, but I'm really resonating with the fact that this is almost like self-protection mode. Like, this is how you feel like you can protect yourself when you're facing things that are unknown, or facing things that you don't know how to really navigate properly, or you haven't had much learning in that kind of realm. Okay. So I'm definitely feeling self-protection mode, because there's this strong desire for security, stability, and almost like certainty. And it seems like you're really trying to push and almost force this feeling or idea of stability and security. And this is really coming from a place of lack. This is really coming from a need for controlling a situation. It's really important that if things seem out of control outside of you, or if things in your life are sort of really getting away from you, and you feel like, okay, I don't know how to navigate this. What am I doing? This is really saying, like, check in with your intuition, because your intuition can guide you, and there are forces around you that have all the answers, and you actually have all the answers in yourself. It's a struggle because you're not really flowing with the, oh my God, the fly's back. All right, so we're going to be doing a bit of a reading with a fly. I'm really sorry about it, but that's what we're doing. So that there's this lack of control in some aspect, and I'm guessing finances with this card, in some aspect of your life that's causing you to feel insecure, unsafe, and perhaps not even very strong in yourself. Learning to actually, and stepping into controlling that inner environment of yourself is what will really, really actually help to adjust and change your outer world. So, for example, if there's financial issues and you're like sort of lacking guidance with this, it's suggesting that there's something within you that needs correction, because if whatever we see around us in the physical reality that we see, if there is lack or unrest, or if there is turbulence really of any kind, or unbalance of any kind, then you have to look within to find the source, because the fact that it's happening in the outer part of your life means that it's happening within. And really the only way to completely correct and remove that behavior is to go within. So the High Priestess is strongly inviting you in. This is why this card came up first. Usually this card, because this one describes more of the issue that's going on, it would usually be in this position. But the High Priestess is coming out and being like, yo, pay attention to me first, because you got some issues going on. This is directly from Spirit. You got some issues going on, and we're not even really going to talk about them, because you know what they are. You know how, you deep down, you know how to fix them, and we're not even really going to delve into them too deeply. You just need to follow me. Does that make sense? Like, she's stepping forward and saying, look, we're not going to keep going around in circles to speak about this issue that you've been dealing with for quite some time. I'm stepping forward, I'm stronger, and you just need to follow me, and I will show you where you're going wrong and how you can adjust this. Because it's almost like you've really been trying to find these answers. You've really been trying to get to the bottom of this, and it's just not happening or not working for you. So really just follow that guidance, follow intuition. The ways that you can get into that is just meditate, even in the shower. Just stand in the shower and just really close your eyes and just let go of all these racing thoughts, or let go of things that you're usually thinking about, and just be calm for 5 minutes. And obviously, I think you'll need to do it more than once. Once isn't quite enough to see such a big and drastic change in something. But if you do this even just once a week, just start really easy on yourself. Don't make it such a chore, because it's really not meant to be a chore. It's really meant to be soul filling. But you know, the first few times that you do it or get back into it, it can be really uncomfortable. But yeah, she's like, get in here, like get on in here, because we need to chat. The Strength card here. So what the Strength card is really telling me here is that you have this potential to step into this best version of you. In this card, I mean, as you can see, there's this angel and she's patting and petting, and she's essentially controlling this the animal instincts of this lion. So just pretend the lion is you. So essentially you just need to step into controlling those inner habits of yourself that have been maybe causing this unbalance in yourself. This card represents all the strength that you have gained from all the lessons that you have learned thus far. And it's sort of saying, look, like, you maybe haven't been tuning in as much as you should have. This is going not so great, but it's okay because it's not really that bad. But you have all the knowledge, you have all the blessings, you have it all within you, and you are strong enough for this. For whatever's causing this coming up this week, just remember that you have all your lessons and you have all your faith. You are the only one that can understand your own unique path and how it's led you to your own kind of strength and knowledge. And that's what this is really coming forward and saying. The inner guidance is the only guidance that can truly get you to where you want to be, over this maybe outside influences leading you astray with finances. And this is real confidence. This is self-confidence. So maybe you are self-confident. Maybe you need to just step into that a bit more. And if there is any victim mentality, I think if this card is suggesting correctly, there is some lack mentality here. So the Strength card is really telling me that when you step into this trust and this confidence of the authentic self, you offer empowerment to others to do the same. You've gone through plenty and you can absolutely do this. The High Priestess is also saying that there'll be new information coming in this week. Okay, so new sort of unexpected information that has maybe been remained hidden will be coming in to help you with this situation. But maybe you do have to ask first, and maybe not, because I just heard not necessarily. So with that said, let's jump in. I've got another few cards here. So I have these numerology cards. So first up, we have self-love. Such bright cards. Then over the Four of Pentacles, we've got spiritual partnership. Boom. And then over the Strength card, we have moderation. Okay. So let's start with self-love, number 61. You really need to prioritize actually believing in yourself and believing in your abilities. There's this need to make your relationship with yourself the number one priority, okay? This is the key to happiness and the key to actually manifesting your dreams. So obviously, I feel like there's this want to manifest this life, this financial stability, this financial security. But what it's saying is you need to reconnect with yourself. You need to give yourself love and focus and attention to actually find out where are the imbalances or the blockages that are within me that I haven't maybe faced for some time and that I need to really bring out to the light. So we said earlier that the reversed Four of Pentacles can be lack, and I really feel like this is touching on that. Okay, it's really time to start treating yourself like a friend by replacing your negative self-talk with more positive kind of affirmations. Statements that actually affirm that you're lovable, that you're worthy, and that you're perfect just as you are really help to raise your energy vibration and improve your life circumstances. And maybe you're needing to really just have a journal sesh and actually making yourself write 20 things that you really like about yourself. Because if you keep focusing on the shortcomings and on the lack and of the money that's not there, then it's just, you're not going to let it in. The High Priestess is basically saying, show yourself the love, show yourself the support, and I will give you the guidance. That's what I just heard. So that is 100%. That is coming in this week. Maybe give yourself a bath, give yourself just do something for you that does not benefit anyone else for anything, okay? Just do something for you that makes you feel amazing, and you might find your way to answers faster than you think. Right, moving into this spiritual partnership. So a spiritual relationship is actually being formed, okay? And I feel like this is basically a card that's saying you will connect with your intuition. It is coming forward. Things that have been hidden are showing themselves to you now. Maybe this could be spiritual team, or just that connection back to source, or that connection back to the divine will be presenting itself to you in the next 7 days. It might be coming even in through the form of a friendship between maybe two people that really think very similar, or that are just really similar and they're meant to be friends forever. That would be dope. And you might just be meeting someone that you are on the same road to enlightenment or to spiritual awakening or anything spiritual. Maybe you're meeting someone in the next 7 days that's really going to set that alight for you and is really going to bring that forward in such an exciting, fun, and almost miraculous way. This could even refer to like a mentorship, whatever form it comes in the next 7 days. It is coming in that will help to expand your spiritual growth, and it will help you to find the links and find the things that are missing that are causing this situation here. You'll both play a role in this relationship, one being maybe a teacher or a student, and maybe you'll swap over as well. I mean, this could be even like relationship, like partner, a loving relationship, or the wisdom that will be gained from this connection and this experience will really enhance your connection back to source, which maybe is maybe lacking a little, or maybe it just hasn't had the attention that it's needed. Now, if we move into moderation, this card here that is over the Strength card, I think it's so funny that that it's laid over the Strength card because the moderation card says to me that restraint and self-control, which is everything to do with the Strength card, in every area of your life is really important and needs to kind of be applied at this time, because it's seeming like you're really close to getting somewhere, or you're really wanting to get to somewhere, and you want to get there, but you don't want to do some certain things, or you don't want to do the work. It's like you got to do some of the work. The work doesn't have to be hard. It can sometimes be uncomfortable, but doing the work will really bring forward lessons in itself, okay? This moderation card can also suggest things like overeating, maybe drinking too much alcohol, or smoking, or over medicating, taking drugs, overspending. Even exercising excessively can still be unhealthy, right? Can be really unhealthy. Or consuming too much sugar or coffee. Coffee can be a bad one for me, I'll be honest. Maybe even gambling as well. There's some kind of overindulging or maybe just engaging in some aggressive kinds of behavior that just really aren't serving you. And these kinds of behaviors and things can really get in the way of manifestations. But I also think not so much with aggression and things, but if you're filling voids in yourself or filling your time with these things that are no longer in balance. So when you are starting to eat 6 times a day and they're like massive meals, maybe there's something else going on here. You kind of need to have your own kind of inner moderation kind of thing going on. You need to be able to have that radar in check, So maybe that's what is coming in this week. Maybe you are starting to focus on that more or realize it more or start to look into that more to find out what's actually going on in your life. So that's all that I really have for you for this reading, guys. So I really feel like some financial kind of imbalances, mainly around security and things, may be front and center this week, or maybe they'll start to be working out, or things will start to show up that you can start to work out this little factor for yourself. If not, ask for help, because the High Priestess is basically saying things are being kept hidden from you at this point, but they will be coming to you soon. There's just some delays going on, but you have all the strength, all the inner strength to overcome this. And it's just about applying maybe a little bit more moderation to your life, just to really be able to let in all the blessings, all the great things, all the beautiful things that you deserve. We all want them. We want money. We want happy lives, right? We all want that. So with that, guys, thank you to my group ones. Thank you so much for tuning in. That is all I have. Feel free to follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Those links are below. And if you feel called to leave a donation, my PayPal is linked in the description below. It isn't necessary, but it is always greatly appreciated. I love you so, so, so much. I hope you have an amazing day, amazing evening. Go have a good rest. Go enjoy that sleep. And I can't wait to read for you again soon. Bye. Hello, my group twos. Welcome to your reading. So, first up, we got the sun reversed. Let's just jump straight in. You know what I'm saying? Our messages are already coming in, so let's hop to it. So we've got the sun reversed. We've got the 10 of Cups reversed, and we have the 8 of Pentacles upright. So straight away, something that I heard that came through was that this card is really suggesting that you haven't connected with your younger self in quite some time, okay? There's this feeling that this silliness that you used to love to be like, or this, this sort of flyaway energy where you just let yourself be you. And sometimes people don't do this until, people don't remember their younger self. They don't really connect back to their younger self very often. And I feel like this is sort of coming forward and saying you need to, okay? Because there's not enough playfulness, there's not enough fun, there's not enough sun, there's not enough light in your life. And it's maybe because you're taking things a little bit too seriously. So in the next 7 days, I would maybe think of some ways that you could inject a bit more fun into your routine. And not self-development fun, like go to the movies, go have a drinks, go do something you haven't done before, go down the beach, go take the dog down the beach, go have a picnic. There's so many things that you could do, and maybe hit up someone that you have a lot of fun with and really just spend some time there, because you really need to connect to that energy that is just really in the moment, that's really free, that's really innocent, and just fun. I'm feeling like Like, I just want to get out and go for a run because I feel like I've been trapped under something, maybe like a heavy workload or something, or anxieties about something. So yeah, I'm really feeling like get out there, have some fun. This is your permission. This is your confirmation. I'm saying it's okay. I'll write your boss a note. But also, and this is where I feel like it maybe leads into this 10 of Cups reversed. I'm definitely feeling like there has been a really big focus, or there will be in the next 7 days, on workload. I feel like so much work, because this is really, putting a lot of time and effort into a work, into a craft to perfect it, which is great, which is really, really great. Everyone's got to do that. But I feel like maybe there's some imbalances coming because we have these 2 cards in the reverse, which usually the Sun is a really, really positive card, and it still is a positive card. But it is suggesting that there's just not enough fun. It could be as simple as you just got a bit caught up in life, because I mean, we all do, right? We all do. So you forget to actually just do things just for fun. Maybe you're someone that does things for your kids and your husband and the house and the animals, and then you're very last. And it's like, no. This next 7 days, let's put the focus back on you. Get out there and do something fun. And then I really do feel like there's this misalignment that's happening, okay? Because I feel like there is this imbalance coming through, because I feel like because there's been a strong focus on maybe working or material success or trying to get something, there's been this I see like reaching, someone's like running and reaching. So it's like you're really chasing something, which is okay because it's really important. That is, I guess, ambition. But sometimes ambition, when it becomes unbalanced, becomes controlling and becomes really forceful. And that's not what we need. Okay, because things can move and shift and work out just fine without the pushing, without the shoving, without the forcing. So, and I do feel like this lack of fun is affecting some relationships that you're having at the moment, is maybe affecting friendships, loving romantic relationships, maybe even relationships with kids. And it's like maybe they're feeling a little forgotten. Maybe your loved ones are kind of like, hang on, we're meant to be having heaps of fun and this isn't really fun anymore. But at the same time, in saying that, the other side of that is if you can just communicate and really work out a good plan where your loved ones are getting the attention, you're getting what you need, but you can still focus on these projects. But maybe when you get home and you're back, this is just an example, but maybe when you're home and and there's a family member home, that is your indication from the universe that it's time to put the work down. This is time to spend with them. And if you don't get any work done that night because you're actually spending it with family, that is a bigger blessing than getting more work done. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm really feeling from those 2. The 8 of Pentacles is telling me that you are really becoming a master of your craft, which is awesome. That is amazing, because you obviously are someone that is really goal driven, sets goals and wishes to achieve, and that is so amazing. When you find the right profession for you, work can just feel like play. So maybe this is also suggesting that the job that you're doing at the moment isn't fulfilling you, and it's causing a lack of fun and a lack of happy relationships. Maybe you need to go back to the drawing board and find a new job, or connect with a job that does make you just feel like it's play, like it's fun, and that you're actually achieving something in a different way. You're not just doing something for a paycheck. This is suggesting that maybe if you haven't found that job or that profession or that place to call work, your workplace. If you haven't found that, this card is really coming through and saying that you will find your calling, or you will really soon. Maybe it's coming in the next 7 days, and you're going to be really happy working and doing what you love. Okay, and it's going to inject more balance back into these other aspects. Okay, so once this comes through, these energies will probably flip around and they'll be all happy and positive and amazing again. But you've really got to keep checking in with yourself to find what it is that you want to make your masterpiece. What job, what craft do you really want to lend all this time to create? Because it's ultimately up to you. However, it could even be that maybe there's a promotion or a step up in work, but there's basically something coming through that is going to fuel you becoming an expert in your field, and this can cause some distractions in the other aspects of your life. So I would just say be wary of what comes forward, because you can absolutely continue to become this master of your craft. But if it's at the expense of your happiness and your loved ones, then you have to check in with yourself to find out is it worth it, and how can I make it work for me? I just looked at the camera time and it's 11:11, so damn, there's a message for you. Okay, so I do have some other cards here that we'll just go through. So first we've got the number 9 and completion. This is really a time of endings and generally completion, preparing for new beginnings. So this is really interesting because I feel like something is really stepping forward this week, and you have closed out a cycle. So the fact that that's come out, it's just telling me that something's coming forward, and you need to not hold on to things from the past or things that once were, because you are going to stop and not allow in these amazing, positive, new blessings that are trying to make their way to you, that will be coming in this week. And it's something to do with work. It's definitely something to do with career and extending or expanding your current knowledge, which is very exciting. The next card that we have here is self-discipline. So this card can really call to things like motivation. Things like motivation and actually planned action to actually improve the quality of life. So this card's really telling me that you need to meet the universe halfway. Okay, so because your dreams can't manifest just all by themselves, you have to work with the universe. And sometimes the things that we want are not what we need, and the universe will simply not deliver them. This is probably a good time, especially before this job thing comes in, is to really clarify your goals and to plan and prioritize maybe ideas and actions. So really look into, okay, where are some places that I can look for work? Or where are some places that I can put myself out there to attract the kind of work that I want in? Whatever you're trying to attract at this point, it's really important to stay aware of your emotions. So how you're feeling, like deep, like how you're really feeling. Not, oh yeah, I'm good. No, how you really feeling. And any thoughts as well, start really paying attention to them. And if you have time, really slow down and actually start to look and think, okay, well, where's this thought coming from? Why is it so negative? Where's this feeling coming from? Why is it so negative? What's causing all these feelings or this disruption? And maybe that is where you'll actually find your answers moving forward for this week. Maybe that's where you'll find this place where you can actually explore your mastery of skills. The universe will absolutely be providing opportunities moving forward, but you really need to see them through, or you need to see them as opportunities as well. And even just try them out. And the more that you try, and hey, even if they don't work, if you try them, at least you'll know moving forward, well, okay, I've tried that, so it's not that, so what else can I try moving forward? The more that you find that you don't like or don't want, that's when you'll get closer and closer to finding what you do want or what you need. Okay, this final card that we have is New Beginnings. Colors matching again, these two anyway. But so funny because we did mention about new beginnings earlier. So there is definitely some time. There's some things coming. There's been some completion, some things, some cycles ending, and now we've got new beginnings. So the fact that the new beginnings comes out as well over the Eight of Pentacles, amazing. Maybe you haven't actually found your purpose yet, and maybe that's what's been causing, oh my God, message, that's been causing all this unrest and blockages or unhappiness. And it's like, don't worry. This is like a message for someone specific or a few people that are specific. Do not worry, because even though these these aren't as positive as they can be, something is coming and something is closing out. These energies are leaving and you're being left with this new beginning, this new divine purpose, this new path forward, and it's going to be your special, great and exciting new beginning because you deserve one and you've wanted one. So it's coming in. So the opportunities that will be coming to you in the next 7 days will be so important for actually pushing you to where you need to be or where you're wanting to be. So it's definitely in your best interest to really follow them wherever they may lead. Okay. And if this is work related and if you're not having a job and you're kind of really needing one or wanting one, just remember that it's really important just to step into the unknown, really step into it with courage, with bravery, and be ready to feel the fear, but to do it anyway, and create this brand new life that is before you, because opportunities are coming in. They're coming in hot. There's some new endeavor coming in and you're going to be really excited about it, but make sure that you imagine or enter into it with the positive potential of it working out magnificently. You know what I mean? When you're open to new beginnings, the universe will send you the next logical step to take. Okay. When you're open to anything and open to the potential of something being amazing, the universe is going to be more open in giving you these things and be like, all right, well, they're open to do this. Maybe we'll ouch. They're open to trying this. So let's put this opportunity before them and see how they handle it. Be optimistic, be ambitious, go for whatever is coming forward to you this week, because I'm getting this real optimistic, positive, happy, like all these ripples or all these creases will be ironed out, and we love that. So really go for any potentials and any exciting new things that are coming forward to you in the next 7 days. They'll help you bring out more fun, more playfulness, and they'll help also bring some more stability and understanding to your closest relationships. So with that being said, my group twos, that's all I have for you today. Feel free to follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Those links are linked in the description below. If you feel called to leave a donation, my PayPal is linked in the description. It is absolutely not necessary, but it is always greatly appreciated. I love you so much. And I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing evening. Have a good rest. Enjoy that sleep. And I cannot wait to read for you again soon. Bye. Hello, my pile threes. I think I keep swapping between saying group and pile, but same thing, different deal. Same thing, same thing. So let's not get pedantic here. Now, this is your reading. So this is what's coming to you in the next 7 days, okay? So we have the 9 of Cups reversed. We've got the Emperor, and we've got the 7 of Pentacles, okay, reversed. Now, we do have a major arcana here, so I feel like there is a big lesson that is also being learnt here. But let's dive into this 9 of Cups energy. So looking at this reading, I'm really feeling like there's some frustration here. There's almost this frustration that your dreams maybe haven't been coming in or coming true yet, and it's starting to cause you some frustration. The expectations that you might be implementing or putting forward could be a little unrealistic, okay? Hear me out. You might be hoping that they'll manifest with little input from you, because this could be really evident. And this actually, Spirit's showing me that the book, The Secret, I don't know, maybe this is for people that have read it. I remember when I was new to my law of attraction journey and understanding the whole vibrational being thing, the whole thing, that The Secret really did light a fire inside me. And I was like, oh my God, like the world is great. Life can be easy. And it was an introduction to that whole way of the world, right? So when I read the book, I pretty much took it for gospel until I started watching like YouTube videos about law of attraction. And a few people then started to say that, well, they cut the whole thing from the movie and I think the book about planned and active action in terms of towards its attainment, towards the goal's attainment. Okay, so when I read that, I was like, oh, okay, so I still have to get off my ass and do something. But that's fine. So I feel like that is what's really being called to me. Maybe there's this a lack of understanding of what vibrational beings really are, or maybe there's some kind of knowledge that's not that you haven't got yet. And if that's the case, just put it out to Spirit and say, Spirit, Spirit guides, can you please direct me and show me where this information is that I'm lacking or that I'm missing? Please bring it to me. What do I need to do to manifest this thing, or what's lacking from my manifestation ritual? Okay, and just wait. Maybe like you'll be surprised at how quick it comes in if you do really fully let it go. Just know that the answer's coming, and that will be enough to get you the answer that you need. Okay, so this card is also sort of suggesting that there's a bit of overindulgence at the expense of your health and well-being. So this is like that energy that's prone to overdoing it on food, alcohol, drugs, partying, even spending is a bad one. And I've been there. Don't worry, I've been there. And it's funny because this came up in the other reading as well, just in a different card. So funny. But keep everything in moderation, and maybe people are feeling like it's a little hard, which would actually make sense because the time I'm filming this, especially in Melbourne, which is where I live, the lockdowns have just been lifted. So I feel like people are probably so excited to be out and about and meeting people and meeting up with people again and all of that fun stuff. I feel like that's probably what's causing a bit of this overindulgence. But you know what? We've been locked down for like 260 days or something. So you know what? Maybe have a bit of overindulgence, doll. Have a bit of overindulgence. But then, make sure you pop back up on your throne and hop back to it when you're meant to. But, go for it. But in saying that, as it can be very exciting getting back into everything, as long as you're still focusing on the long term, because short-term pleasures can sometimes bring consequences. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it there on that one. So the Emperor is all about setting in place really strong foundations and really stepping into that authoritative, masculine, that confident kind of leader that you need to be to show up in the world. You don't always need to show up as that, but this is essentially that vision of fully in control of the outer world, or the foundations that lead you to essentially the king position, right? So learning self-discipline, perseverance, logic. You know, he's very logical. He's very ambitious. I mean, he's king, right? So he's got to go out and fight people if he has to. Do you know what I mean? Like all that responsibility is on his shoulders. So this is essentially what you may be stepping into this week, or maybe learning a lesson to do with building some stronger foundations for yourself. And these will be really important to see your projects and any just general daily life through. You need self-discipline if you want to work out every day. You need self-discipline if you want to pay your bills on time. You need self-discipline if you want to have a really healthy family life, friend life, social life, sorry, friend life. If you want to look after a pet, all these things require this strong foundational base, and this is what you may be learning this week. Maybe some overindulgence leads you to be like, oh, I need stronger foundations. I just saw someone hungover doing the walk of shame, just being like, oh my God, like I need to look at my foundations. And not the ones you put on your face. You know what I'm saying? Oh God. So the Emperor protects his inner world by ensuring through his assertive energy. So this is like really assertive energy that, see, he's not afraid to put up boundaries. He's not afraid to make sure that people listen to him. And this is really healthy to take on, but I mean, assertive while respectful is where we're going with that one. And he only allows in things that are really beneficial to his path forward. He only allows those things through. So maybe that is what you need to start doing a little bit, is sort of saying, okay, well, I can party a little bit, that's okay, but you know, this person really pushes the boundaries with me a lot, and I'm pretty sick of it, so we're going to change that. You know, things like that. Just something might be coming forward or happening in the next 7 days to make you have that realization, okay? So this card is telling me that your efforts may be a little scattered at this time, and you're almost questioning whether something that you've been putting time and effort into is really the right areas to be doing that, okay? So what you thought might have made you happy is actually creating stress and anxiety, or is creating this kind of like unhappiness or instability or this frustration that something's not going to plan. I feel like these two are actually quite linked. So it's important that you make sure that you're actually satisfied with your current progress, especially in this realm. So this could be investings of resources, so time, money, energy. Maybe it's a job, and this is more frustration on an emotional level, something that you're really wishing or wanting is not working out, and this is causing this stress and anxiety because you're not seeing the return that you were hoping for or wanting or expecting even. There is this feeling of maybe you have actually started this work, because the fact that the Emperor is in the upright position says that this is a time that you are working out your foundations. So I also think that you have actually started the process of this, because you've started working on laying the foundations, but you're worrying that you will lose it all. It's like frustrated that it's not growing as fast as you want it to grow. Or you may realize that this investment of your resources and your energy just isn't worth your time, no matter how much you try. And if that's the case, I mean, try to let go of the frustration, but at the same time, just honor it, I guess, while it's there. But rather than focusing on the frustration, maybe just start to think, you know what? Rather than focusing on the frustration that it's causing, actually just start to imagine and start to visualize ways through it and ways around it, because you have started to do some really impressive and really strong base work around foundations, that it's really good work. I'm sort of feeling like, you know, I've worked hard on this and it's like I'm let down a little bit. I'm a little bit let down and I'm frustrated because of that. Because you've started wanting this strong foundational base, you are on the right track. These things might be coming up because this might be old energy of how you used to do things, and that's not really going to be benefiting you moving forward. You are stepping up onto your throne and you're sitting up there like a badass bitch. You know what I'm saying? So you're sitting up there, you're like, yes, I've got this. I'm good. Even though you've just started, just let these other things fall away rather than investing so much energy in the frustration. Just let the things that aren't working fall away, because as soon as you do, as soon as you let these fall away, more amazingness, more amazingness will be coming in for you, which is so, so, so exciting. But you should be proud because you've started a process onto the path to become a better you. So good on you. I'm so proud of you. Well done. Just to clarify these cards with the numerology deck. So the first card we have is Perseverance. What did we say here at the Emperor? I'm going to put him on. Look at that. 4 and 4. Then, I thought that was going to be close. Then we've got Karmic Completion. And this card has popped up in a few different reads. And we've got Rebirth. Okay. So karmic completion is all about you have cleared out this karmic debt that you maybe have acquired from some time ago, and you've been working to clear it. And confirmation here, if you need it, it is cleared. And the great thing about clearing karmic debts and karmic lessons is that you don't have to learn that lesson again. Okay? That lesson is learnt. You've learnt it. You've become wiser. You've become stronger. You haven't avoided the lesson. You haven't pushed back on the lesson. You fully embraced it and allowed it in. And now you don't ever have to learn the lesson again. So whatever that was discomfort, that caused a lot of discomfort, that was really causing you to feel uncomfortable, it's done. Okay? Doesn't mean that there won't be more karmic lessons, but that particular one you won't have to learn again. Okay? So how exciting. This could even be revolving around that overindulgence, or learning a little more restraint around playtime, we'll say. Now, number 4, so Perseverance. So this card is telling me that it's really time to continue moving forward as you really strive to achieve all your hopes and dreams. Okay, so you've obviously got this goal or this idea that you want to integrate for yourself. And it's like this card is just coming forward and saying, keep going, keep at it. Because despite your current challenges, success is honestly within your reach. So even though these things are popping up, these are just side things. But in the next week, it's like it's all about the perseverance for me, because these two are really popping up and just saying, keep going. You are on the right track. Let the things fall away that you don't want, because they're falling away for a reason. You have the strength and the ability and the perseverance to make it through. So keep on with a little bit of that self-discipline, that logic, and really find your way through this. Face your challenges head on, you know what I'm saying? With determination, courage, and faith that you can get through it. So this card is also telling me it's about mental resilience and stability, since a calm and stable mind creates a calm and stable life. So really take a moment to actually look into your mental space and what's going on in there, and see if there's any negative thoughts and beliefs that are currently influencing you, and muster up the strength to really develop a positive state of mind, because that's really what's always going to carry you through. If you can create a positive mind space and create a positive focus forward, that is always going to carry you through any situation, no matter how dark it is. All you need is that one flicker of hope. So hold on to that, because it's going to literally transform this week for you. Let's move into this last card here, number 16 for rebirth. So I know that this card is all about transformation, okay? So that's super exciting, because it's also telling me that you are in the process of a transformation. And these things that are popping up are just, they're part of the journey, and not to get too down on it, because the frustration, I get it. It can be really frustrating. I've been there, and I'm still there at sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not done with that whole stage. And because that's a lot of what spiritual awakening or spiritual development is. It's a lot of 3 steps forward and 10 back, and then another 3 forward and then maybe 2 back. And, you know, so it's like it's constantly moving forward, but there's always check-ins to make sure that you're still moving forward, right? So this transformation that's coming through is really going to be super, super significant for your personal growth. There's an opportunity really aligning with your higher self here, and almost the Emperor is stepping forward and saying, this is almost like your higher self energy in a way, stepping forward and being like, this is where we're going. Follow me, okay? Let the higher self guide you. So maybe some meditations with connecting with the higher self can really help you on your journey forward. This card's also telling me that it's important to trust and believe that a really magical future awaits, and you've got to let go of the old in order to let in the new. So I feel like you are doing that. You're absolutely doing that. It's just the process will take time. There's a higher level of understanding and awareness. So maybe this is also a growth in consciousness, which is so exciting. So exciting for you, honestly, because when you have more self-awareness, things become a lot more fun, I think. But you are definitely on the path to becoming the best you that you can be. So that is super, super, super exciting. And honestly, group 3s, that is all the info, all the messages that I have for you. That's it. Whew. So feel free to follow me on Instagram or on Twitter. All my social links will be linked below in the description. If you feel called to leave a donation, my PayPal is linked in the description. It is not necessary, but always greatly appreciated. I love you so, so, so much. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing evening. Have a rest. Go have a good sleep. And I cannot wait to read for you again soon. Bye.